the show about a Texan family that usually has to deal with the most mundane problems but somehow makes them seem like they're larger than life. Like when Hank Hill shakes hands with the Republican presidential candidate and he has a weak handshake and Hank doesn't know who to vote for. I mean, not all the episodes are mundane. There was a dead lady in a dumpster one time, but with all the different topics that the show has covered, there has been a lot of digging and fans have found some threads that could lead to hidden storylines. Maybe something that writers and producers couldn't do because the storylines were too dark. Well, Most Amazing Top 10 family, I'm your host Chade Arena, and on today's Most Amazing Top 10 list, we are going to be going through the top 10 scary King of the Hill theories. As always, I would love it if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, stick around for the whole video because I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts, which you guys love so much. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. Coming in at number 10, we have Dale Gribble encountered Kang and Kodo. If you are a fan of King of the Hill, you will know that Dale Gribble is one of the biggest conspiracy theory nuts of all time. Pretty much every episode he has some crazy idea about what could be possibly going on in the world. One of the biggest things that Dale is obsessed with is the idea that aliens exist and that they have been to the planet before. Some fans think that they met up with Dale just to mess around with him, but not just any aliens. Some people think that it was Kang and Kodo from The Simpsons. This is backed up by the episode where the King of the Hill characters make a cameo in The Simpsons. This means that the two shows exist in the same universe if we are judging by normal crossover rules. Now, as far as we know, there haven't been any official aliens spotted in the King of the Hill universe, but Kang and Kodo are in The Simpsons all the time. So they might have come down to mess around with Dale a little bit to make him the crazy character that we all know and love. Coming in at number 9, we have Who Fathered Luann. In King of the Hill, it's made very clear that Peggy and Hank are pretty much fostering Luann, who is Peggy's niece. But some people think that Luann's father is actually in the show a lot. Some say that Hank is her father. He cheated on Peggy with her sister, got her sister pregnant. The whole thing was kept hidden from Peggy. Then Peggy's sister Leanne blackmailed Hank to take care of their daughter under his roof, or she would tell Peggy that the two of them had an affair. I mean, I hope that none of this is true. A big part of the show is about how true Hank is to his values, and this would basically tear all of that away and make most of the show about a big hypocrite who should never tell anyone what's right and what's wrong. Coming in at number 8, we have Boomhauer is a spy. When you have someone like Dale Gribble walking around the world talking about how the government is out to get him and aliens are real and whatever other crazy ideas he comes up with, you are eventually going to get some attention from the very people you are spreading rumors about. Some people think that Boomhauer has been working with the government this whole time, basically just to keep an eye on Dale and make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid while he's on one of his rants. You can never be too careful with people like that. The backbone of this theory is that Boomhauer's job is a secret throughout the whole show right up until the end, and then it's finally revealed that he is a Texas Ranger. The Texas Rangers handle major investigations throughout all of Texas. Maybe he never brought this up because the guys don't know, because he has to keep it all a secret. Coming in at number 7, Dale is right. Well, rolling off the last theory, we go right into the idea that the reason that the Texas Rangers sent someone to spy on Dale is because he's actually right about some of the crazy rhetoric he's spouting all the time. If he was just a regular crazy guy, they wouldn't have to worry about anything, but at least one of the wild conspiracy holes that Dale has been digging might actually have some gold at the bottom of it. Could it be that aliens are real? Could it be something about the JFK assassination? Or could it be the fact that he thinks his wife was impregnated by aliens and that's why his son looks Native American? No, I think we can all agree that it was John Redcorn who did that. Coming in at number 6, we have Dale and Nancy are secretly swingers. I feel like most of this list will probably be about Dale Gribble. Most of the scary things that happen in the show are from something crazy he has done. Now, how is it that Dale questions everything? He is suspicious of everyone, but he has no idea that his wife has been cheating on him this whole time. That doesn't really add up. Well, the answer might be that he knows everything that is going on and is in on it. Him and Nancy could have multiple partners. Dale is just so much better at hiding it because he is paranoid of everyone. Nancy and Dale don't tell anyone that they are swingers because they would be outcasts in their small town. So everyone thinks that Dale is stupid, but this whole time him, his wife, and John Redcorn have been pulling a fast one on everyone in their town and are leading a secret life full of hot spouse swapping sex. Coming in at number 5, we have Hal Hill. There has already been an episode where we find out that Hank's dad cheated on Hank's mom, and Hank has a Japanese half-brother. This is one of the side stories that wasn't so mundane. As you can imagine, Hank is super freaked out by this, and his father doesn't have very much compassion about the whole situation, which leads a lot of people to believe that Hank's dad could probably be hiding more children. There's one episode where Hank meets Hal. They are almost exactly the same person. They are so alike that they become very good friends very quickly. What if it was another one of Hank's unknown half-brothers just wandering around the world? Coming in at number 4, we have Peggy had a serious brain injury. For those of you who are deep into the King of the Hill, you will know that there was an episode where Peggy goes skydiving and she lands in a field without her chute opening. Now, she obviously doesn't die, but some people think that this had a major effect on her brain. It was in season 4 where we see Peggy's personality start to shift to someone who is extremely narcissistic. I mean, she was always full of herself in a way that was funny, but after the accident, it starts to ramp up. The theory is she got hit in the head so hard that it gave her a personality disorder where she literally thinks she's better than everyone and can't turn down a challenge. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being ambitious, but Peggy will take it to the point where she puts herself in danger, she puts her reputation on the line, or she risks her relationships with her friends and family. Now, of course, you have to exaggerate things to keep them interesting on a show, but there's no way you fall from that high up in the sky, hit the ground, and then walk away with no lasting problems. Coming at number 3, we have Hank has a mental disorder. I mean, we're already on this theme, so might as well stay on it. This goes right into how much Hank loves propane. Even if you haven't watched the show, you might have heard about how Hank has an obsession with propane and propane accessories. Maybe he's just good at his job, but he actually shows signs of Asperger's or OCD. He is constantly checking things at work. Every time he gets the opportunity, he will try to curve the conversation towards something about propane to the point where it almost seems like a religion to him. Also, Hank can be kind of a loner at times, and it seems like he doesn't understand human emotion at all. These are all signs of the disorders I just mentioned. I mean, he might just be an old man who believes in putting your life into your work, but it's always fun to speculate. Coming in at number 2, we have who is Bobby's father? The more you get to know Hank and Bobby, the more you think that they have nothing in common. I mean, they don't even really look alike. They don't like the same things, and there's someone very close to Bobby that could be his father. A lot of these theories are infidelity, but this one is the most likely. What if Bill Dotrey is Bobby's father? I mean, just look at them. They both have so much in common. They are both doughy airheads who have a passion for art and performing. Maybe Bill's genes are strong enough to change the way Bobby lives. And there's even an episode where Peggy says that she's only ever slept with one man other than Hank. What if that guy was from across the street? And Bill is also in love with Peggy, which comes up a lot in the show. I mean, that is an old trope for animated shows. You have Quagmire who loves Lois, and you have Mo Sizlak who's in love with Marge, but maybe Bill was actually able to seduce Peggy with his dumb boy charm. And coming in for the number 1 spot, we have Cotton Hill isn't dead. Cotton Hill, who is the father of Hank Hill, is one of the craziest characters on the show. We already covered that he lied to Hank about having a second family, and he fought in the Korean War, which left him with no shins, and that is one hell of a war story. Well, eventually we got to season 12 where the old dude couldn't keep going anymore. It was a crazy choice for the show, and honestly, even though he was racist, sexist, and downright insane, it was a very sad moment, and there's a piece of all King of the Hill fans who will still miss that little crazy dude. But what if he's not dead? Some people think that Cotton might have faked his death because he was wanted for war crimes. The government was catching up with him, and it was now time for him to go on the run. The best way to get people off your trail is to make them think you're dead. Now he's off somewhere hiding. Alright everyone, that has been our list, and as promised, I'm going to be doing some more pet shoutouts. Remember, if you want me to shout out your pet, you can hit me up on Instagram. I pick new pets every day, so if you don't get picked one day, you can message back another day. And without taking any longer, let's shout out some pets. First up, we have Fabio, who's looking so good. He just had surgery, so everyone check in with him, make sure he's doing good. Then we have the leopard gecko Sapphire, who's looking cool and comfy all at the same time. After that, we have Kruger, who is having some fun in the snow. He blends in so well, you can barely see him in there. Next, we have Toby, who has a big old smile on his face. Look at how happy that dog is. And to close it out, we have Stella, who found the perfect vantage point to keep an eye on her family. Alright everyone, that is all we have for you today. As always, I would love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Until next time, I've been your host, Chad Arena, and keep watching King of the Hill. It was in season 4 where we see